Too. That's pretty awesome. Few last stragglers. My name is Chris Erickson, and I'm a regional representative for the Gun Rights Coalition. Some of you guys know me, some of you guys see me online. I kind of stay in the background on online quite often.
No, you don't.
Sometimes I don't. Depends on what the topic is and how rowdy you guys get. How many of you guys were down in Oregon with us yesterday? We got two? I think that's probably fair. We had two probably from Washington down there yesterday for
They're gonna get a talking to.
yeah, that's right. So for the Oregon folks that didn't come up, you guys know who to talk to. For the Washington folks that didn't go down, we'll talk to you later. We'd like to start out real quick and let Rick Halle talk. As you guys know, Rick Halle is the co-founder of the Gun Rights Coalition. You guys are probably used to seeing his face in this spot. We're switching things up a little bit. Another thing that he also does, we got a bunch of people speaking today that are pretty busy, actually. So he's the state president for the Sons of Liberty Riders. He's also the state coordinator for Oregon and Idaho, and is a Patriot Guard rider. And he also leads the Vancouver, Washington Open Carry Group. So with that said, I will pass the mic over to him.
All right, how about it? All right, can I get a special hand for Chris Erickson here? Chris, actually, it was one of these rallies that he came out to in Seattle. Following that rally, he expressed an interest in getting a little bit more involved. So December of that year, he actually did become more involved. We got him into the group, working as an admin, which he did last year, helped out with the rallies and whatnot last year. Along comes October 20th. I had myself a heart attack. Well, that'll send you a message real quick. While we've always tried to make sure that we had redundancy, we don't want to get founder syndrome with the Gun Rights Coalition. It just became that much more important. So we have been having Chris do a lot more and become a lot more involved. That way, if something does happen to me, I have another heart attack, whatever. I'm not expecting to. But if I do, Chris is right there to take over. And he does an excellent job. Besides that, when we spread out the work among us, it's a little bit easier to do. So once again, a big hand for Chris Erickson. A few others that I would like to mention here. I'm not for sure how many of them are here. But we do have some others that are involved with the Gun Rights Coalition as either group or community leaders. Or the people that we have that work as leaders in the coalition are not just group leaders. Some of them are community leaders where they are out there in the community and able to affect some change. We got Todd Clark over here. Chris Lindsay here. She helps out with the ladies group. Which we'll talk a little bit more about that later. We got Jim Sains up here. Some know him as Hot Jim Sains online. Who else do we have? We have Alan Acosta over here. Alan Acosta was one of our original founders, by the way. And Bob Bozarth, he's going to be speaking. He's one of our group leaders and also one of the original founders. Not sure who else we're missing here. We got Mike Hull someplace as well. Mike Hull's back here in the back. And I'm sure there's probably a few more in the crowd that I'm missing as well. Michelle Darnell will be speaking. We worked with her in the past. She was at a rally in Seattle here a couple years back. Adina Hicks, I missed her. She's another one of our leaders. For those that recall, Adina was one of the ones that was all out around the state here, bouncing around day after day after day for 594. All right, let's. Oh, great! Gray at the last minute brought his sound system out when our primary and backup fell through. So we got Gray Wonderly here as well. All right, why are we all out here? We out here for our constitutional right? Yes! No, we're not. That was the wrong answer. The guys in Oregon did better than that yesterday. It's not our constitutional right. It's our inalienable, inherent right. The Constitution, our federal Constitution, and our state Constitution, both here in Oregon, are pretty clear about it. It is a protected right, one that's protected from government infringement and impairment. So it's not our constitutional right, it's our inherent and inalienable right. All right, so what can every one of us out here do? There's something that every single one of us can do to help preserve and maintain and restore our rights. Well, someone mentioned open carry. That's actually a good one, but that wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I'll cover that though as well. What I really was looking for is getting out there talking to your family, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers. You can talk to all of them and make a huge difference just by doing so. Now, I don't know what we have here, 150 people or so? I'm sure we'll get a few more that show up too. If each one of you goes out and talks to 20 people, and that 20 people goes out and talks to 20 more, and that one talks to another 20, pretty soon we've covered the entire state. Okay, and it's extremely important that we're doing so right now. Not only that we're going out and talking to our family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers, but one other thing that we need to be doing right now, and it's especially important right now, and for the next 4 to 6 weeks, extremely important, find out who our candidates and representatives are that are up for election, that support our rights, and that will be there to work for us and help them get elected. We got Marty here, we got Michelle over here. I think we have 2 or 3 others as well. Todd, we've got several of them that truly are working to protect our rights and doing everything that they can, everything in their power. To be able to do that though, we got to get them inside that building. So get with them, get with your representatives that or the ones that you know are supporting our rights. If you don't know if they're supporting our rights, talk to them. These guys will talk to us. If you reach out to them, they'll talk to you. If they won't, then they're probably not the right candidate. Reach out to them, talk to them, find out if they support our rights, and if they do, offer to go out and knock on doors with them or to hand out information. All right, let's move on to the next thing here. And I wasn't had no intention of speaking about this other than in supportive of our rights in general. Yet last night we had a mall shooting up north of Seattle. The issue with that one there is we're going to have people that are coming after our rights, after our guns, following something like that. Well, there's an inherent problem there. We don't know the background on this particular person, but we do know that 4 out of 5 murders are committed by prior felons. These are known dangerous people that have been allowed to walk on the street. Once they're allowed to walk on the street, they're going to get a firearm if they want to. Nothing we do will keep them from doing so. So they're going to be out there walking on the street. As long as we let them walk on the street free, they're going to obtain firearms that they want. And who's going to be able to stop them if they have ill intentions?
We are.
Is it going to be the police? That's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely, and that's not a slur on the police. We've got some great police officers. We were just talking with them earlier, and our relationship with the State Patrol here is awesome. The problem is, though, is that most of the time they are not there when something happens. They arrive after it's over. Same thing happened with the mall shooting. They arrived after it was happening. I'm sure that they have mall security there. Didn't do much good because there was no one right there to be able to defend themselves. Additionally, it's not just about being able to defend ourselves, but it's a deterrent. Once these criminals learn that they may be facing armed citizens, they're going to stop doing this, or they're going to move on and go someplace else. That brings us back to the open carry. How many out here open carry every day? Yeah, we got actually it's probably about, I think it's about 3 times as many as what we had in Oregon yesterday. So that's impressive. A lot of people will try and claim that the reason that we're out there open carrying is because we want to make a statement. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not why I open carry. I go out there and open carry because if I'm standing at the cash register in 7-Eleven and a criminal walks in, I want them to see me and turn around and leave. I don't ever want to have to make that choice to take someone's life if I don't have to. By open carrying, I reduce the chance that that's going to happen. So that's why I go out there and open carry. Additionally, though, when we do open carry, people see us open carrying and they see it as normal, everyday behavior. Part of the reason that we're right here today is because people see firearms as abnormal. Why? Because we hide them. A lot too many of us hide them. Okay, we need to stop doing that. All right, that basically, one other thing that I do want to cover real quick is we've had riots back east. We had the mall shooting, of course. Just here in the capital area, there was an issue with a device here just a few days ago and whatnot. Everyone, be vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings. Look for any suspicious activity, and if you see it, report it. All right, with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Chris here and let him take over.